Hello guys, welcome to my channel where we are discussing about the technical issues. Today I'm going to explain you how to join a server into the domain, or we build a new server and that we needs to join into the domain. Actually, I have created for a quick identifier, and we can say fastest way to understand the things what we are going to perform and what are the things we are performing it. So I have already put down all the things into the document, and the document is contained the prerequisites, procedure, and post joining verifications, so that you can just completely verify whether your server has joined into the domain successfully or not. So welcome guys over here, and I want to share your two things where this is my primary domain controller and this is a latest a server. You can see here under the local server, it's under this work group, and we can consider this as, we can understand this is under the work group, so it is not joining to the domain. And this is my primary domain controller, and you can see under the local server it's already into the domain, which is statedomain.com. So guys, let's go ahead and follow the document. So server credentials with the administrative rights. So guys, I already logged in into this machine, which is new server. So I am trying to find out who am I. So guys, you can see here this is the one of that random server name. Under that you can say it is into the work group and it is not into my domain. And this is my name where this is my admin account under this server. So yeah, I already logged in with the administrative rights, domain credentials with the sufficient permissions. Yeah, as it's my domain controller on the tab lab DC. So I already logged in onto the administrative credentials, and I have already verified that I am an admin and have sufficient permissions to the computer to the join into the server. Network connectivity between the server and domain controllers. So yeah, this needs to be verified. So let's go ahead guys, and we can find it out our primary domain controller IP address with the command ipconfig/all. So you can see guys, IPv4 would be considered as a your primary admin, primary DNS IP. So let's go ahead and we can put it here that IP. I'll put ping 192.168.211.2. Let me check once again. 192.168.211.2. 198.168.211.2. And here guys, I can see the connectivity is happening on my new server of my domain controller. This fourth point guys, as you haven't updated or pushed the patches or applied the patches on the server, kindly request to push the patches before joining the server into the domain. So make your server up to the level or latest patches to be installed on that machine. Let's go ahead with the procedure. So prepare the server. What are the things we need to ensure the server is powered on and connected to the network? Yeah, absolutely, it's powered on, as I can show you here. So this is my machine and it's already powered on, so that's perfectly fine. Let's go ahead with the second one. Log into the server with the administrative credentials. So guys, I already logged into the machine with the administrative credentials as I showed you. It means my server has an administrative privileges with my account. Let's move ahead with the configuration of the network settings. So verify the server IP configurations to ensure it can communicate with the domain controller. So yes, this is my domain controller IP and it's already communicating. One more time, I will check my latest or new server IP configurations. So I'll put ipconfig/all and put here. So default gateway is fine. My DNS server should be the DNS my primary DC IP, and it's correct. Let's go ahead with the joining the server into the domain. So my domain name is techdomain.com. So I hope your domain name is definitely it's different. So guys, let's move on how to add it to the domain, the server. So I'll go ahead into this machine itself. So as per the document, it's saying right click on this PC or computer as per convenient of your machine and select the properties. So this PC, it's in my system. I'll go into the properties and later I can see in the system properties windows, click on the change setting next to computer name, domain and workgroup settings. So I have to check here Windows Edition system, computer name, domain and workgroup settings. Next to this it is change settings. Perfectly fine. Okay, then I will go, or you can open the properties from server managers too. So guys, if I can open directly from the server manager instead of clicking on this PC, I will go on a local server and click on the work group. Absolutely. I'm getting on system properties back again. If I'll click on the change, it's asking me to click on the change under the member. Okay, click on the change button under the option of member of, enter the domain name. If you want to make a change into computer name, that is additional information, you can change your computer name from here as well. So let's go ahead with the domain name. Techdomain.com I'll put here and I'll click on OK. So guys, here you can see your admin credentials we need. So my admin is, I'll put the details of count and credentials. So I'll click on OK and we'll wait for some time. Oh, that's nice. So guys, you can see here, welcome to the techdomain.com domain. So guys, before moving into it, I want to show you, this is my primary DC. So Active Directory, I will go ahead and I will check. So yeah, as soon as I put this computer into the domain, I can see that computer name on computer list. So you can click on OK, and yes, we need to restart it. So let's go ahead, click on the restart button, and you can say something on the recovery or planned recovery as per your choice. And guys, you can see on the domain controller under the computer tab, you can see a new machine name which is automatically added into your machine of a domain controller. Here is my domain controller and here is a computer. So let's wait to add or come back the server back again into the domain. So I will go again to the domain. So here you can see the domain, sign into the tech domain. So I will go into that. And finally, applying the settings, and I will show you the changes onto the server manager itself. It will say instead of work group, you'll get the domain name. So if I click on the local server, wait for some time, and absolutely here you go, the techdomain.com. It's up to there. So guys, restart has finalized. After restart, log into the credentials and verify the connectivity to domain membership. It's done. Ensure the necessary domain policies are applied. Yes. And post joining verification ensure server resource and services are accessible and functional expected. Test domain user authentication on the server to configure the integrations. Note if any error occurs during the domain join process after to event logs and troubleshoot network connectivity, DNS configurations or domain controller availability. So these kind of errors might occur. You can have a look into your event viewer logs and you can ensure your all the details to be appropriate on the domain or in the IPv4 IP address. Last but not the least, Ensure all steps comply with organizational security policy and procedures. So guys, as soon as you will put down the server into the domain, your server will automatically get or push the group policies defined on your primary domain controller, and you can able to get all the verified group policies. Just you can verify from your site. Thank you very much guys to see or visiting my channel, and just where subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you'll get and latest notifications of my latest videos of related with the technical challenges. Thank you guys, take care.